right, welcome back to episode 208.
208.
What's happening, Noel?
Nothing. I'm just like, I hate this weather. It's too hot.
I know. The week before, those 60s were nice.
Yes.
Remember
That
it
was
was-
perfect.
Yeah, Robin's here. No, someone's calling. Oh God. It's a 315 area code. They've been calling. It's like Cleveland, I think. Ohio.
Maybe they're calling to say we won the lottery.
Yeah.
No,
They're not.
no. I've been getting a lot of calls from every politician,
Me
every
too. I get-
Democrat, everybody wants money.
I get texts from every
You
single.
get them from Trump, don't you?
Yeah,
I haven't got
we bought a hat for Andy for his
And
birthday,
that was it.
and
Oh.
ever since then I've just been
I
barraged.
still get Democrat ones sometimes.
Yeah, I do too. I get both.
Anything, yeah. No, I'm sick of the weather too, and tomorrow's supposed to be like 87. I think.
Did you see on the, the dump, the large dump?
Yeah.
Did you see they put solar panels all
I
on top of the dump?
no,
Oh my God, it's covered in solar
that's
panels.
gotta look weird
It looks so weird.
because that mountain's high.
Yeah.
I mean, that mountain's like.
And I'd seen like there was a
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
article about it on Facebook, and I got a letter in the mail about it. But if you drive past the dump, like on the throughway or
Yeah.
whatever, you'll see it. It's covered in solar panels. Like that cannot be that good of an idea.
It's
I
gotta
know.
be incredible.
It's
To
weird
see.
looking. I don't know why.
And now I wonder if remember with the solar panels, the goats come out to cut the
Yes.
grass. Did you know that?
That's what they do
They let the goats out to eat the grass.
Really?
between the panels because they
Mhm.
can't get a lawnmower in
Oh
there,
my God.
so they just let goats loose and they.
I'd like to see it,
Yeah.
but that is wild. I can't believe. I wonder what it's for.
Yeah.
Like, what's it powering? I wonder.
I don't know, but
I
I
don't-
don't know if is that good to have on top of all that garbage?
Oh
And
my God, it's so disgusting. I can't
Yeah.
believe that's not even our garbage,
no.
right? I
No,
think it's like
from
New York City and stuff. I think it's why we get those rats
Yeah.
that they always have in LaSalle.
Yeah.
Is because of the train brings the garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Right.
like they said the rats come on
Jump
the train.
off. That's great.
Ugh.
But I don't know. I'm tired. I'm tired of the weather too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready for winter, and there'll be no complaining.
No.
Not a word.
Not me either. I want October, November, and December. Just if it could be those 3 months all year on repeat, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I can't take it no more. I've had it, and I know tomorrow's gonna be super humid.
Susan's watching. Hi, Susan. How have you been? I've been wondering about her, how she's been doing.
Susan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice to see you.
Susan.
Technolo.
Oh, why?
Hi, Susan.
Yeah, very nice to see you. Cindy's here. Hello, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Cindy.
So yeah, we got a lot to talk about between last week, which is called last week, all the way from August 20th to August 25th, there was a lot of, I don't know what happened or what the problem is, but the crime went wild
Mm-hmm.
in Niagara Falls. Like, I mean, I got that video
Yeah.
of, here, let me show it. Let me show that. Let's start with the little stuff first,
Yeah.
because I guess that'd be considered little. The people let me just show it. The robbery guy, the guy who's like a thief
Going around everywhere.
jumping around here. We got to see if you know him. He's got weird pants on. Look like they're striped.
Yeah.
Something bizarre. Here, it's only 27 seconds. Check him out. Look, and we're not muted, but look at
Yeah. That's a really high fence to climb.
it is.
It's-
And look at what the hell
I'm surprised he didn't break the fence by climbing.
is that? Look at his pants. Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
They're striped like a clown. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes that's what like the chefs wear.
Yeah.
And there he is trying to get in the car. And I don't know how the hell he got out of there.
I don't
wonder which
either.
way he
I want to
went.
know if he actually opened the gate or if he climbed back over it.
Right.
Well, they usually keep the gate locked, so he would have had to go through a lot to open the gate. He probably climbed back over.
Does he expect? He was expecting because it was probably in there that it was going to be
Yeah.
open.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but he's actually gone to people's houses and kicked their windows in and went into their house.
Those are the Nightmare Before Christmas pants. Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
must have learned it from Jeff also.
Could be a buddy.
Yeah.
You know, there is a ring of that going around too of robbing. I mean, a place where I used to work.
Yeah.
Actually, he was involved in it.
Mhm.
Jeff. I think I told you.
Yeah.
He was. I think he was the one stealing, and then the guy would come sell it.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
And Jeff is still up to it too, because he's been all over the mugshot page.
Yeah. Never. And that.
He'll never change his ways.
So
No. You know what? Sometimes though, I wonder if he shouldn't have like with that family, like, couldn't they have gotten them some help? Couldn't they have
Right,
done
they could've.
something? It's almost like they just hung him out to dry.
Sure they did.
You know, I don't know why he doesn't get pissed.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think one time we were saying, we were kind of saying that
Yeah,
I'd be on his side if he did.
yeah,
he needs help. Obviously, there's
Right.
an addiction of some
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
that must be feeding the reason to go do all this all the
Right.
time, and just scum,
Yeah.
you know, all that shit. But yeah, there was a lot going on from August 20th. So we had that guy who was kicking in windows. He was, I think it was all him.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
him. It was he had the same shoes, the same
Everywhere.
goatee. I mean, he's everywhere. He robbed the people across the street too. He's
Right here on South.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got that guy happening, and then it gets even more crazy. Starting on, God, let me see. Let's start with home invasion.
Yeah.
We had a home invasion on the 400 block of Portage Road. That happened on Thursday, I believe, Thursday evening of last week. So there's a home invasion, 400 block of Portage Road. No one was caught yet. They kicked in a door, they went in and took stuff. You know, and I don't think they held anybody. So I guess it was more of a robbery than a home invasion. It wasn't, you know, like home invasion, you always think of they're holding the person,
Yeah.
you know, like
Listen,
gunpoint
if
or
you
something.
come into my home,
Yeah, you've
and-
invaded.
Yeah,
It's an invasion.
the person who ever breaks into my house is gonna be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
My
god.
dog is gonna fucking tear them up.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah,
My
it's over.
cat too. If you break into our house, my cat will
yeah.
fuck you up.
Yeah.
I don't know. But either way, so you had that home invasion. So then let's move on to, let me see what date that was. This would have been all on Saturday. On Saturday at 815 17th Street, a guy named Kyle Elder from Kansas, the Niagara Falls police, along with Kansas police, served a warrant there to get him. He was there, I guess, and he is involved in interstate sex trafficking of minors. He is also identified as a level 3 sex offender.
The
So-
worst.
He's there here in Niagara Falls. Why here?
Yeah, why here?
Like, why do you come here from
Seems like a lot
Kansas?
of them come here.
Mhm.
I really do.
I agree. I mean,
Because they want to like cross the border and go to Canada, or
I think it might be.
yeah,
I think it might be the closeness to the border. It's perfect
yeah.
because, I mean, look at all that went on here. Back in February, 13 men were arrested right across the bridge in Niagara Falls, Ontario, for trying to lure a child for the purpose of sexual acts. Right there in Niagara Falls, Ontario. The ages of 22 to 60, these men were
Jesus.
all arrested. Then on April 24th, I didn't realize this. I don't know if you guys even heard this one. There was a Lockport spa that was raided by the FBI. I can't say her first name, but the lady is Asian from China. Her last name was Song, was arrested. Key figure in this prostitution ring that actually stretched from China all the way to here. So they were bringing these young women from China, just like they were in Niagara Falls that time, to here and to Lockport to do this. The FBI said that one of the victims had an ID, and the ID was from China, and she had entered the U.S. in 2023 through the Mexican border. They stopped the person who was bringing her in and her. Border Patrol stopped her, issued her an appearance ticket.
See, they probably think like, where's the best place I could go to where I'm not going to get in that much trouble? Oh, New York. New
Right.
York is perfect. I'm not going to get in any trouble there.
Right.
Sex trafficking, so might as well take my chances there.
Right. And here they, yeah, right in Western New York. There they are. That was right in Lockport, Robin. Yes.
It was like that spa that got raided that the coroner was part of.
Right. And a bunch of judges and a bunch of people back then in the early 2000s, maybe
Yeah.
late 90s, early 2000s. And it was here in Niagara Falls, that one. That was right on 3rd Street.
Right.
Disgusting. Yeah. Now we know what D'Angelo's doing since Los Angeles. Well,
He's definitely doing something like that.
so you got that going on. And then at 815 17th Street on August, this past week, Kyle Elder, his name is, from Kansas, ends up here in Niagara Falls. Kansas police find him here and come get him. But he was involved in interstate sex trafficking of minors. So,
You want me to go get her?
what she? You want to?
Okay, if you want me to.
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
It's all right. Yeah, I wonder what she could be doing.
Mm.
What's she upset about? You want to go see?
Yeah, I'll go see.
Yeah, go see what she's upset. I think something's making her mad.
Yeah, something.
We might be getting invaded.
Yeah, you might be the guy that.
Good girl.
Yeah. So, okay, you got that. Then it gets worse. Well, I hate to say that. We get even a little bit worse on Saturday. There's multiple shootings. all over the city. First one was on Friday. Now this block used to be nice, the 2400 block of LaSalle Avenue.
Yeah.
Two non-life threat, 3 people were shot. 2 non-life threatening.
Killed or?
No, 2 non-life threatening, but one is at ECMC in surgery.
Oh.
And this was in the middle of the day, 1:00 in the afternoon,
They're doing it in the middle of the day now.
1:30 p.m. Then we go to Saturday. A man was shot dead at a memorial service at 449 or around this area, 9th Street, at 8:50 at night.
Jesus.
And I guess he was he was shot right in front of the place at multiple bullet wounds to his chest.
Oh, God.
Dead, right there, left laying,
They
left
didn't
dead.
catch the person?
Nope. They saw somebody, they said, running down the street.
I
But
feel like
that's
they
it.
never catch them.
I wonder if the people there would even want to say anything.
Yeah, I know.
They
I
might,
feel like
because
that's a huge part of it too. People don't want to talk.
they might get it.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Yeah.
know.
Didn't they say that that's the reason why that person was
Yeah.
killed?
On Facebook, I was reading some stuff and some people were saying things. I don't know who they were, and I don't know if I can, whatever. What allegedly what they were saying is this person the person that was killed was some sort of a rat.
Mm.
And because they were saying it doesn't matter. The person on Facebook was saying it doesn't matter if you're I don't care if you're at a funeral, a wedding, your birthday party, your kids, they're going to get you. So you could only imagine those people must be scared. You know what I mean? That they're going to say anything to anybody.
I remember one time, I think the police were saying too, like that's a problem that they're having. Like people know stuff, but they're not talking.
Right.
Yeah. What? Miley is
Miley,
lost it. What are you doing today?
Come here, mom.
Usually aren't like this. You're angry.
She wants her mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then on Saturday at 2:30 a.m. to end it all, I guess it'd be Sunday morning. 2 people were shot, a male and a female. It seems like the shots were fired behind the 7-Eleven on 6th Street.
Oh.
And they were transported to ECMC. So that's a lot here in Niagara Falls, starting on a Friday, ending on Sunday morning.
I
One-
hate they ever, shoot somebody like D'Angelo.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like,
Right. 1 dead though. 1 dead in this, and several wounded. I mean, they got like 4 other people wounded, 5 maybe now, right? Because there was 3 on LaSalle Avenue, 2 over here on 6th Street. Yeah, and the 1 died on 4th. That's a lot. And remember when LaSalle Avenue was nice?
Yeah.
The 2400 block was really nice.
2400 block of almost everything was nice at one
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
For some reason, LaSalle's rough. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened to LaSalle Avenue because Woodlawn's still okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Forest is all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Whitney's not bad.
No, it's not. So you got those things happened. We are it can't be any more violent, I guess, of a weekend
Right.
when you think of the amount of people we have living here.
Yeah.
Think about Chicago, how bad that is, right? There's someone being killed every like 15 minutes or something
Yeah.
crazy. But for us, that's crazy. That's a lot.
Well, these people aren't like, even when they are being caught, they're not being held accountable. They just get released right away.
Yeah.
So they know that there's never any consequences to what they do.
No. And when you're talking about, see, I don't know. I didn't hear nothing out of City Hall, and I don't know much what they can say, but that's a bloody weekend.
Yeah.
You got home invasions to a guy running around robbing, and not just robbing, kicking stuff in and all that, shootings and sex trafficking all in the city.
Yeah.
And in 5 days. Hi, Miley.
Now she's comfortable.
Oh, that's good. So, I mean, I don't know, man. And the China thing is nuts because the connection to China and Niagara County seems pretty strong
Yeah.
because it was going on here in the Falls and now in Lockport. So, and wasn't there just something, I think there was a recent one in Niagara Falls like this year that they didn't say any more about it. I think there was a spa. One of those things were open and it was shut down. The one on Whirlpool,
Yes.
I think. Right down, like right around where it
Aquarium.
used to be the Knights of Columbus.
Yeah.
And I think that was
Yeah.
shut down, but they never gave us any more information
Right.
as to why.
It looked sketchy.
Yeah, there's no windows.
Yeah.
It used to be just a banquet hall for the Knights of Columbus, and now somehow it's a spa. So, but not anymore. Now the shootings, of course, I think a lot of them, most of them in the city, they know each other.
Yeah.
It feels like
Yeah.
there's not much random shooting going
Yeah,
on.
because you don't ever see it with tourists or anything like that. It's always like people who know each
Yeah.
other.
Do you wonder if we just hide them from the press, the tourist ones? Like the mayor wouldn't want anyone to know because
I'm
he's the
sure
one.
the mayor-
He's the one in charge.
I'm sure the mayor wouldn't want anyone to know, but people would find out.
Well, we know that you can hide stuff easily from the press if you wanted to, just like the one time we protested outside of his house.
That's
That
true.
should have been huge news and not, it didn't make one news page, no. one
Right.
news Station.
No,
That's true.
He can hide whatever he wants from the news.
I know, and I wonder because why wouldn't they? I'm not saying you're killing them, but why not rob them?
Right.
You know, the tourists they have money,
Right.
Yeah.
and it doesn't stop. It was packed down there again this weekend. It was still there's a lot. There is. I'll give them this, and I believe it. I remember there. We probably do get over a couple million people a summer
Yeah.
that go down there because it's packed sometimes. Yeah, the nightmare on. That's true.
Mom, Miley's on Robin's lap right now. She was going crazy for a bit, but now she's calm.
Vernon wants to hand out flyers. I don't know for what.
Yeah, well, if you want to, I can give you some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stealing your puppy here, gal.
Oh yeah. You got her calm though. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, now she wants to get down to you.
Yeah, she's had enough. What else? There was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, do you remember we talked about, and I know you guys remember the turtle. Remember,
Yes.
you know, there it is. It's beautiful.
I've been inside of it and it was beautiful in there. I mean, obviously it was a long time ago, but when I was in school every year for Christmas, like at Christmas time, the school would take us there to see like the Nutcracker or something.
Right.
And it had a little theater in it that was really
There's
nice.
just so many cool things that they could do with that building.
I know.
There's so many.
Look where it sits. Look how close it is to the
Yeah.
rapids. It's
They
perfect.
could do so many things with that.
Now it's owned by Niagara Falls Redevelopment, who we know with all that story. They own 140 acres of land. And they've done nothing in 25 years with it. They don't care, obviously. For some reason, it must be some kind of a tax write-off. There's something. Maybe they're holding that land for the state. I don't know. But now there is a big question because there's a historical society that is trying to label that place a historical site. And if that happens, that means that's it. That land that can never be touched again. It stands.
So if it's listed as a historical site, it can't ever be redeveloped into something else.
Right. So and you can never take this down. You can't tear it down. You can't do anything.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Now I wonder how that works because that's someone else owns it.
Yeah.
Like the land is owned by NFR.
Right.
So I wonder how does that work? Because does that mean that they then like think about it, are you taking it from them?
Right.
I guess so. If it becomes a historical,
Right. Do they no longer have to maintain it?
That's a great question. I don't know, but I know this. Remember how this mayor took some land?
Yes.
Remember that eminent domain
Yeah.
stuff, and he took it.
Yes.
I don't know why they don't do it for this. Try to take it
Right.
and do something with it.
There's so many cool things you could do with that.
Or I don't want to make a parking lot out of it. It's some of the nicest land in the city. I mean, it might be the most perfect spot, like for something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there.
Right.
I can't. I'm not for that to make a parking lot, but I want to make something out of it.
Yeah.
We've talked about this in the past a year or so ago. How cool some sort of a restaurant and stuff.
Yeah. I
would
was
be in
just
there.
thinking a buffet or something like
That's exactly what I was just thinking too.
Because we don't have any, like, the only buffet I know of around here is the one that's in the casino.
Right.
We used to
And
have
it's
like,
super
a
expensive.
buffet and everything.
Yeah.
All those. That'd be cool to turn that into some type of buffet.
Yeah.
Because it would be packed, right? I
Yeah.
mean, look at the perfect spot. That's why NFR is a mat. Think about those guys. They do nothing.
And
They've had this forever.
Gail sent us that picture. They're painting it.
Yeah.
Why are they painting it if they're not going to do anything with it? And who's paying to have it painted?
Yeah.
It has to be NFR. It has to be. It has to be them. Now, I think if it becomes a historical site, you can't just let it fall down either. Like it has to be.
But who maintains it?
Great question. Maybe the historical society does. I'm guessing that's what must happen. They
Yeah.
must maintain it, and the people still own the land, but they can't. That's so messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Would you want it knocked down?
No.
But what if NFR said, "I'm gonna knock it down and put something else here"? Or like maybe it might be the choice.
When was that building originally made? Like, when did it?
Ooh, early 80s for sure. Maybe even late 70s, probably early 80s, I think. mid '80s.
Yeah.
Definitely the '80s would be my guess. I've only been in there once, and I was in there when it was closed. And we were taking stuff out of it when I worked for the city long time ago in the '90s. It was already shut down in like 1996.
Right.
So it's been down forever.
You crash this down. Hey, Pruggers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Courtney,
Hey, how's the baby boy?
they know.
No.
Oh,
No,
that's what you want.
I know.
Oh, you know? Should give the turtle the key to, yeah.
Yeah.
Give them the key to the city.
Yeah.
Vernon wants a parking lot still. No. I don't think so. I think I would love to see them redo something. You're right. The turtle itself is cool. I mean, no one
Yeah.
has that. We've said this, but can you imagine a bigger city, what they would do with that?
Right.
If it was in downtown Buffalo,
Like, even if you gutted the inside of the building, why couldn't you leave the outside the way it is
right.
and make something out of it?
I agree. And you got to make something out of it because I've always thought it's too bad that the natives didn't own it
Yes.
because they would definitely do something
Yeah.
with it. You know what I mean? If they had it, that's the thing about the Senecas and this whole mess we have. Like you have the Senecas, NFR, and the city, right? And the state, I guess, not the city. The city doesn't matter. So like, no, you don't really like any of them because we don't get nothing from them really. But the
Right.
only one that do give us some is the Seneca
Right.
because they have to.
Right.
You saw when they didn't have to what they did. They gave us nothing.
Yeah.
But if they owned it, I do think they would do like that's.
They would definitely have something.
You could make a little casino
I
out
was
of it.
just about to say too, a little mini casino would be cool.
Even that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you could have all those things in there. I don't know what it looks like in there, honestly. Do you remember it? You were in there, but you were probably young.
Yeah, I was young.
Like maybe it looks huge.
There's an auditorium in the middle. It's like there's stuff
You could use it
around
for
it.
like concerts and stuff.
Yeah.
If people want to come here for concerts and everything, that would be cool.
I agree with knocking down city. Yeah. So you make that city parking and have a shuttle from there. At least then that property be that's true.
Yeah.
I agree because nothing's going on there.
The
at
only
City
thing
Hall.
that happens there is paying your water bill.
That. And they do really bingo hall. They could do bingo because I know that's part of it.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
do something like that, a huge one.
That's better, Vernon.
Real expensive. But then inside you'd have so much other things going on in there. I mean, it's disgusting that it's there.
Yeah, you could do one of those bingo places like they have in Canada.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Those are packed.
Right. I think so. But it's been sitting empty. And I guess the people that it's annoying is NFR that they've done nothing.
Right.
You gotta wonder why. They never really tell us why they do nothing.
Did I hear that the roof leaked?
Yeah, I think so. Probably does. It's been sitting forever.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
It's been sitting over now because it's already 2024. It's been sitting for 30 years now. Vacant, I bet. That's wild.
It
It's
is
just
wild.
empty. They're lucky it hasn't fallen down.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like a sturdy building for some reason, doesn't it? Like it
Mhm.
has that look to it. Like I want to look at it. Look, I mean, the location's ridiculous, unreal when
Yeah.
you see where it's at compared. Well, you know what? Like to go to the falls, you can pass it.
Right.
You know, whatever. And this is, I mean,
It
obviously,
is so cool looking.
Mhm.
Like they could do so many cool things with it.
Yes.
I do believe downtown Buffalo, the state of New York would have done something with it.
Oh, yes.
You know what? I'd give it, even if you gave it to the state of New York, they'll do something with it.
Right.
I think we're at the point now where we just need something done with it and not just left,
Right.
you know, to the historical society. I don't know what to think of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the matter?
No, I'm just
What do you
looking.
think of them?
I don't think that's a good idea because then it's just going to sit there. I mean, it's a beautiful building, but I don't want it to just sit there maintained and never do anything with it.
I know. I gotta I should have known more about how that works because it just seems odd.
Even if they want to turn it into like a club, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything, like something. Paint it like really cool color and turn it into a club.
Could you imagine how cool you could paint that?
Yeah.
The way you could make it look with purple, all the
Yeah.
different colors, like
Yeah.
because the native colors are kind of cool,
Yeah.
and you could do that. You could have. I wish I could know how big it is in there. So you said right in the middle, Robin, is and you don't know how many seats, but is an auditorium,
Right.
like circular,
Mhm.
like seats everywhere.
Yes.
That would be good. The culinary school could move there. That'd be fine.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
because they could rip the seat, they could do whatever they want. It'd
Right.
be easy to take that out
Right.
and do other things. Like look what they did to the old convention center, you know.
Yeah.
That doesn't even look anything like it used to.
But yeah, there's a theater in the center, and then like all around the outside was like artifacts and stuff.
Do you remember, was there any like around the outside, do you remember, was there any like shops or anything? Or was it just,
I think there might have been.
because you wonder if what you
I think there was a gift shop.
yeah, there's got to be a way to redo stuff in there to make it
Mm-hmm.
you could have, is there another question you might not remember? There's floors to it, right?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
cool
there's two
too.
floors.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like you could do and they could have rented for events. Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah. Could you imagine having your wedding there
Yeah.
or
That would be
something?
so
Or,
cool, yeah. And then you could go take pictures
Yeah, by
right
the
at the falls.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a perfect location.
Or if you did the thing like you were saying, if you put some kind of a, I don't know, club type thing,
Yeah.
you could have it on different levels, different things.
Mhm.
There's a lot to be done that we're sitting here thinking of,
Yeah.
and we don't know anything.
Right.
That I can't. NFR has never. They've owned it forever.
Did they own it when it was built? Like, are
Mm,
they the ones that built it?
No, they couldn't have been. No, because I don't think they get this land. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. I don't know. No, it wouldn't have been them.
So who built it? The city?
No, I don't think the city would have built it either. It's a great question. If you go on Google, the turtle, you got to put the TH in front of it. You might be able to find this out. Oh, the year it was built and everything else. Yeah, that too.
Courtney, I'll have
Yeah.
my baby shower.
Yes,
Courtney, don't even tell me because I will make that happen.
that would be cool though too. That would be perfect
Yeah.
for those types of things. Birthday parties, baby showers,
Yeah.
weddings, and on the second floor a nightclub. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I still like the buffet idea.
I like the
I
Because
buffet
I really
too.
want to go to a buffet. right
Me
now.
too.
Courtney, let's go to the casino buffet again real soon. Because I'm craving
I'm
it.
in.
Yeah, you want to come?
You
Yeah.
can't eat nothing
Okay.
there.
I'll eat it
Yeah,
all.
man.
Give a fuck.
Go right down to Memorial Hospital then, because you'll be done. You can't eat it anymore. Soon after the kidney transplant.
Courtney's pregnant. I'm eating for two.
There you go.
But so yeah, see if you find out what the year it was built. I don't remember. I had to be little when it was built, or I think, because I feel like it was there.
What was it originally
It
used
was
for?
built in 1977.
Oh geez. Okay, so I was
Opened May 1981, closed 1995.
wow.
It's been closed since 1995.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
see, so it's 30 years. More, 35 years of that. And I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready for her to go to a buffet right now.
Me too.
And it's I don't know who but originally it was for you know what, that might have the natives did it.
Mm-hmm.
That was theirs. Did they
Yeah,
sell it to
In
NFR?
May 1970, Tuscarora sculptor Wilmer Duffy Wilson and a group of Native Americans founded the Native American Center for the Living Arts and then let's see, moved to the center storefront,
Courtney,
which
you gotta do our
included an
podcast
art
soon.
gallery, handcraft shop, and museum exhibit space.
In there.
Right.
And but then
Support from the community inspired the idea of the construction of a permanent structure dedicated to Native American culture. The center submitted a proposal to the Economic Development Administration and secured a $4.9 million grant.
okay.
No, I can't stop thinking about
A buffet. Yeah, and there is nowhere. Yeah, went in default. City took possession. Okay, there you go. The turtle financing went into default, and the city took the possession of it. Took it
Okay.
over. So then I guess NFR would.
Who wants me and Courtney's podcast to come back?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
Because that was fun.
can
Like
do it right here.
Yeah.
I've never met anybody like Courtney who can be so serious while prank phone calling.
I don't know.
That
We
was-
used to get everybody sending us numbers and saying like, "Oh, do this one, do this one," and she would have. I would just sit there and laugh. I couldn't even say anything because she would have such a straight face. Like she gets so into the phone calls.
I know.
I remember
They were great.
one of the phone calling a store. I think I remember it was
She
just
said she
7-Eleven,
lost her
yes.
kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And next year
Yeah.
she left her kids
Yeah.
in the store.
and these people would talk,
Oh,
which I don't know
yeah.
why they wouldn't hang up.
Oh yeah, the guy from 7-Eleven.
Yes, that was.
Cordia would always be like, "Why do you want me to keep calling 7-Elevens?" I'm like, "Because they're the only ones that'll answer and they'll stay on the phone."
Yeah.
They were good.
So this says the city foreclosed on the building in April 1996. At the city's request, the building was purchased in 1997 for $1 million by NFR.
And there you go. And that's the end. Once they get a hold of it, and the city just giving it up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Just, you'd almost call nah, I'm not going to say it. They just give it up. They don't care. Just like the convention center is.
Yeah.
Because you'd have been better off. Well, it would have fell down. The problem is the city knows what would have happened.
Yeah.
They can't have it. They couldn't have maintained it. They were having a hard. That's why the convention center's gone pretty much in my mind, because they couldn't maintain it anymore.
Right.
And
In 2000, NFR wanted to partner with the Smithsonian Institute, but those plans never came to fruition. In 2017, NFR requested that the city allow a variance from the downtown height limits to tear down the turtle and build a 20-story hotel,
wow.
but city officials did not grant that request. Preservation Buffalo Niagara began a campaign in the summer of 2022 to encourage the Niagara Falls City Council to approve a landmark designation for the building.
So there we are. And now we're here and they're having meetings at City Hall about it.
Yeah.
And I can't even imagine what I'm curious. This is an interesting one, what ends up happening. Because, like I said, once it becomes a historical building, I feel, from what I understand, it's off limits then. And that's
Right.
it. Now, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe if it has to stay the turtle, maybe they can do it for. Oh yeah, look
Oh,
at
that one it's like inside?
Mhm.
Oh, that would be a perfect buffet.
yeah. Like I said, I'd never been in there when it was open.
Yeah.
Never. When I was a kid, I thought it was the most incredible looking building.
Yeah.
And I still do. And I thought some people thought it was stupid. I remember that too. But at this point, the way things are, like if you pick that up and put that anywhere else in the country,
Yeah.
they'd love it.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't imagine throwing that. That's standing in the middle of New York City. A dinner theater. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes. All of it would be great in there. Every bit of that.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be you could probably do multiple things.
You could do a few things.
We no longer have, that place shut down too. You were talking about concerts, like why am I forgetting the name? It used to be called, it was the Late Show on Main
The
Street.
Riviera.
The Riviera is gone. There's nowhere for that.
Yeah.
But then again, though, it's NFR. I mean, they hold the cards, I guess, as to what to do. I would love to ask them people, and you'd never get a straight answer as to why. Why would you have never done anything?
Cordy says she's gonna have her baby shower there.
Yeah, that's a beautiful place. We could have hundreds of thousands. Could you imagine if you could have a huge shower and all the gifts and all the money? That'd be nice. We should, yeah. And as far as the show, I would be glad to do this.
Yeah.
Such a big deal. Anything the city gets a hold of is eventually destroyed. Yeah, that's why they were giving it up. Yeah, tax write-off. That's what I said earlier. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. It's the only thing you could think of. I wonder if someday the state just pays and takes it over. Like, I wonder if that ever happens. The state just buys it from NFR.
Yeah.
Some point NFR is gonna make some money. I don't know, the tax write-off bill. He's right. We would have the whole place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try the echo in there
Oh my
right
God.
now. Would you like to go in there, Robin? I know you like old buildings.
I would.
To go see it.
love
It's like
to.
it's frozen in time.
I'm like obsessed with there's that nursing home that shut down on Main
No, that's one.
Street.
Why that?
And
Oh,
I-
we should have Tessa and Nick go in there.
I'm dying to see what the inside looks
I think
like.
you'd fall through. I think, unfortunately, because it looks pretty. It looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, I think the things are caving in. Like when you look,
Yeah.
it looks really bad because you can see some of the inside.
Cordy,
Right.
we'll go there this weekend. We'll break into it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can just break into there and have your baby shower for free. They wouldn't even know.
No,
They wouldn't even know that we were in there.
Right.
it's got to be so disgusting now. I assume if it's leaking at all.
Yeah.
If there's any leaking, that's
That's a
a
then
big
there's
problem.
mold.
Yeah. So you can't. That's why I tell you can't go in that building because it's definitely leaking. What was the old St. Mary's? Was that what it was called? It's on.
Yeah.
It's on Lewiston Road, right?
Yeah, St. Mary's Manor.
Jurassic Park. What do you mean, like an amusement thing? That'd be fun. Robin, have you been to the Van Horn Mansion in Burton, New York? Have you? Did you ever do that?
I have not.
Yeah. I would love to.
Yeah,
You like that stuff, huh?
I do.
How about you?
Like going into the old building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like
Yeah,
that?
I do.
I just don't want to get involved with. I don't want to get mixed up with nothing.
You should go with Tessa and Nick when they go on like one of their
Oh my god, I would love
little
to.
ghost adventure things.
Yeah, you could go.
Oh my god, I would love to.
I'm not going. I don't want to. I don't know if I like that. All
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Have you been? Have you done it?
Like once a long time
Did you?
ago. Yeah. You would think like with my sister being who she is and her being with Nick and doing that all the time, I would be going to more things, but I don't.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't know.
It's hard. I would like to though.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I just wonder what. Do you get scared? Would you?
I don't think I would
No.
get scared.
I would get scared if I was like the last person. Like
Yeah.
I would have to be like the middle crowd or in the front or something. I couldn't be like the last person because I always think something's gonna come up and touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want any of that. Does that happen sometimes? That they see, I don't need that shit. You want that?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
turn that into how in Canada they have that really crazy what is it? Haunted house thing.
Mhm.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool. Turn that into a cool haunted house thing.
Yes. I wish they would do a Clifton Hill kind
Yeah.
of feel
Yeah. Could you imagine?
downtown.
And I wonder, you'd have to rip everything down because there's no way to do it. Like, think of where we're at. Like, you know what I mean? When you think of everything,
Yeah.
the stupid Rainbow Center, which really it was cool when we were kids. Did you get to go in there?
I think my mom said she took me in there once when I was little.
It was good.
Couldn't they
But I don't
open
remember.
that back up as something?
They should have.
I don't know.
I want to get in that elevator again.
Oh my God, the glass elevator and that fountain
Yeah.
that would shoot up like
Why did
3
they ever
stories.
shut down?
It's a great question. I think the stores were no one was going anymore.
Yeah.
All of a
And then
sudden
for
it
the
just-
longest time, it was open just to get into the OTB.
right. But remember when it was open even? My
Yeah.
parents owned a thing in there. They had a little stand where they sold wicker
Oh.
products. And I spent most of 4th grade in there. And it was never really busy. Do you ever remember it really busy? Maybe on Christmas time. I do remember a little.
The only
There was
time
times.
there was a music store in there, and if there were concert tickets for sale, people would like sleep out
Oh, yeah.
in line, and it would be super busy.
It
but-
was cool. It looked like the Eaton Center. It looked like it had that look, didn't it? Didn't it have that feel to it?
Yeah.
But still, everyone still went to the Summit Park Mall.
right.
You weren't going there, like, because that was the thing. Like, it was competition for it. It never really happened.
Right.
That didn't compete. I think the prices were a little higher there too.
Yes.
Let's see. Trisha said, then you should go to the Merriam Manor. It's a winery a winery on Route 18 by Lake. Yeah, Lake. I remember me at the wine.
Yes.
That was-
And I had strep throat,
Alright,
and he was. Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
god! Can I tell this story?
I guess.
We were at the winery, and they passed this thing around so that if you don't want the rest of your wine, you can dump it in. He didn't like the wine, so he spit into
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That
Did we drink it?
No, well, no, it was. They called it a spittoon, Remember?
It wasn't meant
I
for
thought-
spitting.
and I was kind of
That's
drunk by
funny.
then,
Yeah.
and I just,
I've never been to a winery thing.
Oh, they're fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
I always hear funny stories about them.
I was at the Hinsdale House in June. Yeah, we had a good time. It was fun. I'd like to have done it
You
again.
gotta try the ice wine. Oh my
do they
god,
have
the
ice
ice
wine?
wine is so good.
Yeah. Did you ever drink that?
I don't think
It's like
so.
it's so
sweet.
it's sweet. It's unbelievable.
Oh,
Courtney, if you're still on here, what was that wine that we used to drink at the apartment that I got? It was like cherry something. It was like I forgot what it was. It was so good.
You probably know when it comes up.
yeah, I probably will.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess go
I
ahead.
could drink in my day.
Yeah. I can't. I never could.
No, you.
I can't do anything.
You're a lightweight. You're
Yeah. For everything.
yeah.
I'm a
Everything.
lightweight now too.
All right. Yeah. I get dizzy.
I can't drink anymore, but I could.
We back. Oh God.
Yeah, I'm not a lightweight when it comes to weed though, for some reason. I'm not-
He throws up and
Well, you know that story. Yeah.
ends up on the floor.
I
Yeah,
didn't-
even turn it into a THC weed place. Like,
Yes.
that'd be cool, like a dispensary thing.
Yeah.
It'd be
They even have those places in some places where you can go in and like there's an area where you can smoke.
Yeah, you definitely need that.
Yeah, I'm
someday
gonna
to
have to
do
try it,
It's
yeah.
fun. It is really fun, the wine thing.
Yes, you
It was
have
really
to do
cool.
it.
Yeah, I'll put that on my bucket list.
I know, like, if we gave that in my mind, I think the perfect people to have that would be the Senecas now.
Yes.
Because it was different back then. There was no real, well, there was no casino back then.
Right.
That was still a convention center. There was nothing.
Right.
We weren't getting money from Seneca. We weren't getting anything. Could you imagine? I'd give it to them now. I mean, we can't, but in my perfect world, give it to them.
Just do something.
Because they would do something. You know they would.
Yeah.
And they were not going to knock it down. So they would make something out of that turtle. Otherwise, you almost might be better off having the historical foundation getting it, because at least they'll keep it standing.
Right.
That's my point. Like if it's no, then what? And you're not letting someone knock it down to do something with it, and they don't want to do anything with it, it's just going to fall down
Right.
on probably the nicest land in the city. Look at this. I mean, it's honestly, oh God.
You know what? If they're not going to do anything, then let it fall down.
I mean, look at it.
Yeah,
Then-
and it's in such a good area too. Like,
Looks like there's or stuff you could probably do out there.
you turn it into like a pool or something.
Something cool, right? And then there it is. That's what the mayor should be going to get eminent
Yeah.
domain for. Go take this back and see if you can. I bet you, if the city had it and had it like an auction type thing or whatever, you'd get people from all over the country
Yes.
that would try to
Yeah.
get in there to do something, because it's the most unbelievable spot of
Yeah.
land. It's perfect. I mean, you can't. A hotel there would have been unbelievable.
Yeah.
Considering no one I don't. Then let me ask you that: would you rather just knock it down and do something, or let it stand and maintained with
Knock
nothing?
it down and do something.
I know. That's the thing. Freedom Run Winery was part of the Underground Railroad. Well, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be fun. You got to do that. We did it. It was nice.
It was.
You were sick. It was
And it's
cold
right
and
near the
rainy.
falls.
Right across the bridge. Yeah.
Oh.
It's a pretty cool.
It's nice.
Yeah.
And they drive you from location to location.
And you'll be drunk quick
No,
Yeah.
because they give you shots of wine.
I definitely need to go there then.
And we were in and the other thing too, we were in some kind of a cave
Yes, we were.
when I was down. I went into some cave and they were giving me shots of wine, and that's when I
Because there's barrels of wine and they taste like the different kinds of wood and
don't like that. See, I don't want wood.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like wood.
You know, that's gets spit.
Fruity type stuff.
Repurpose the turtle. That's why you'd love the ice wine.
the ice
Oh
wine
my God.
is the way to go.
Turn it into a hot dog stand. I know some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm surprised the Fossils haven't tried to take it over yet.
They'd give it to them.
Yeah, they were.
Didn't they give them something?
The
The ice pavilion?
Game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to them. I mean, you need someone with a lot of money. That was just up for grabs, and the cities put it out there throughout the country, out the world, obviously. I think you get people to come down
Mhm.
here
That
from everywhere to look at that and say, "Oh man, I'm in the perfect spot." Tourists are always going this way.
right.
There's nothing to, by the way. Think about your eating options downtown.
Yeah.
There's if it's not fast food or stuff like what's that root beer place? What is it? A&W. Or I think there's a taco place. All there is and then
Starbucks.
and that place it's just a sandwich place off to the right.
Right.
But what is it? The Rainforest Cafe?
Right.
And
And that's only
so
open.
expensive.
Yeah.
And it's only open certain times.
Yeah.
in Indian restaurants,
Right.
which there's a lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposedly the Indian restaurants. If you steal or try to go to one of them, you'll get lit on fire.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, well, yeah, guys. But I mean, but there's nothing. There is nothing. Yeah, the Seneca, yeah, that would be a whole undertaking because yeah. I just know that there's no food options. I don't where are they eating?
See, that's why I think a buffet would be perfect.
right.
Think about where are
And they
tourists
could put
going to eat?
Souvenir shops in
Mhm.
there, like
I know, there's other restaurants. I know there is. There's those ones like in those other hotels that have been built. There's an Italian restaurant. There's some other
Yes,
restaurants in
there
some
are.
hotels. Carl Palladino. He owns, yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know if he would get involved here. He does own a lot of properties though.
Yeah.
The sale to the public because they might go, become the biggest dollar store. And
Yeah, we need more dollar stores. That's what we need.
but I'm telling you,
And Tim Hortons, yes.
but you know what? There should be one. I know. I always get mad because where we live, and if you
Mhm.
want to go to Tim Hortons, you have to go all the way to Pine and
Right.
Hyde Park. But
Yeah.
why would you have one on Main Street? Because
Yeah.
it's just a disaster of nothing. But I,
We don't need Tim Hortons anyways. We go to Starbucks.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to their refreshers.
Does it? Your daughter likes them, right?
I don't know what made her start liking it, but she likes the pink drink.
Yeah.
And she doesn't, well, she did finish it last time.
That's cool.
She likes, I don't know how she started liking it or even knowing about it, but she begs to go there.
But that's made with like coconut milk, I think.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's your drink with coconut milk.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, there's all kinds of parking issues downtown. I know, there's still no, to me, I don't find a place, like, I can't think of a place. Where do they, I'd like to ask, as a tourist, where do you go?
Right.
Yeah.
Where are you going for dinner? I mean, there's so many new hotels too that have been built that I don't even realize.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know, and back there, some real nice ones too.
There's a
You know,
hotel right at the end of my street. I don't even like, it's weird. It's
Yeah.
there
either
is.
a ton of people or there's nobody.
That is a weird one
A
too.
lot
It
of
is
drug
weird.
dealers go on in the parking lot. I noticed that.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird hotels or motels, I guess you'd call it. Oh yeah, Scott's daughter likes
Oh, yeah.
your refresher.
Oh, Scott, it's the best drink ever.
There's a lot of weird like motels on Buffalo Avenue,
Yeah.
going towards like 60th Street and beyond. Like
Yeah.
there's some weird, like you see those. There's
Yeah.
some that look nice. There's like one that looks really nice. It's like it's really kept up. There's like
Right.
flowers everywhere.
Courtney, what was that hotel or motel that we had your birthday party at that one time where we didn't have birthday candles, so we used cigarettes for birthday candles? Do you remember that?
Yeah, there's some weird ones down there, man. I know that one next to you. I can't remember the name. I wish I could remember the name. It's a weird name.
Rainbow Motel, that's what it was.
Oh,
That's what-
that's where you guys.
Oh, yeah.
The one down near you though now,
It's like
it's got a weird name.
Aram.
Yes, that's it. Ashram or something.
Yeah.
And I always wonder what do they look like inside
I should just walk in there one day and look.
and say what's up. Yeah,
Yeah.
because and who's staying there, man? I mean,
I see a lot of foreigners have been coming in.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll ever be
There's
a place.
a lot of them downtown. I mean, it's full of foreigners downtown.
If you own that, right, and the state of New York comes to you and says, "Hey, we're going to pay you $1,000 or whatever it is a day to let the people, the illegals, come in there," how do you say no?
Right.
Right.
No wonder why they don't say no.
Right.
It could happen
Yeah.
because obviously we have that issue here
Yeah,
as well.
for sure.
So.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah. That's I think it's called, or Ashram or something. Asham. I don't know, but yeah, that would be his. And we still don't.
Him and Patrick Balkins now.
Yeah.
Do we know his
They do on Friday night.
his new address yet?
No,
No.
so far I have not. But he has to open it, or I'm not opening. He has to
Yeah.
update it soon if he's moving. So
I remember. Yeah, I remember Dante's too on Pine Avenue.
Yes.
It was the Crown and Anchor when I was a kid. I think it was called.
They said bowling banquets there.
Yes, that's where I went. Where they told me whatever they told
Deep
me.
cellar dweller.
Yes, because I was the worst bowler in the league, and they gave me a patch. I was 8 to commemorate the horrible
I
bowling.
can't pull shit.
That was terrible.
I'm good at it. I
Yeah.
beat you on our honeymoon.
Right.
I don't think I've bowled since.
The best person I've ever seen bowl was Courtney. She would sit there and she would be like, "Here goes nothing," and she'd sit there and she'd go like this and just like push the ball, like where she'd go backwards and push the ball between her legs, and it would just go like really slow. It would go like 1 mile per hour, and we were waiting for it to. And I don't even know if it hit a pin, but it was funny.
Did you guys ever do the midnight bowling?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Talk about
They still have
drunkenness. I wonder.
They do in Lewiston, I think.
I wonder if they have it out at Rapids Bowling.
Probably.
But I just wonder if anyone goes anymore. It would have to be old people. But I can't imagine kids are doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
remember we were doing it as teenage. I was doing it in high school.
Right. Because I worked as a waitress at Frontier Lanes for a very short amount of time, and there was not a lot of young people that came to midnight bowling.
But there was in the falls. Because the
Right.
Velodrome used to be packed.
There's really not a lot of stuff for young kids to do.
No.
Even if you turn the turtle into something for like, I don't know, younger kids or teenagers or something, there's really not much for them to do.
No,
And thinking about it, when we were there, wasn't much to do.
No.
Except what I could do, unfortunately, at 16 and 17, is on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturday go to the Pleasure Dome,
right.
or you know what I mean. I
Yeah.
could underage drink. I mean, I could do
But
that.
younger kids used to congregate at the mall
Yeah,
and
that's
the
true.
movies and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
there's no mall here. No.
And there's no,
Oh,
I remember we used to go
Thanks,
to
Alan.
NU Open Skate.
yeah,
We wouldn't skate, but we would go there just to hang out.
yes. Same thing at the one they gave the fossils, the one, the
yeah,
Hyde
that was a
Park
cool
rink.
one. Yeah.
I hung out there on
I mean, yeah.
open skate.
Remember when they were skating downtown when it was Lackey Plaza?
Yes.
Before that was cool. The outdoor rink
That was really cool.
right in front of the convention center, but now casino. That was fun. Yeah, maybe there was more stuff to do for us. I guess. I'm trying to think. The splash park was still around.
I wish they
At
had
one point.
Splash Park still. They could be making so much money off of that.
Could you imagine? I know with the
That was cool when they had that.
and I
Yeah.
felt like even then, because I worked there like 2 or 3 summers. Even then, I felt like it wasn't as pushed as it should have been. Like, you know
Right.
what I mean? Like
Right.
it wasn't as. Sometimes it just wouldn't. You were there,
Mhm.
I remember, but it was just sometimes there wasn't a lot of people. Like it would be, you'd think there'd be more. It's
Right.
90 degrees and there's not much happening.
Right.
I never understood that with them. But no, there is nothing much for kids to do. And I don't know if do kids want to do anything, do you think? Teenagers, I mean. I'm not talking like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 16, 17?
I would like to ask a teenager what there is for them to do around here, like what they do for fun.
Right. Yeah, I don't know
That's
what they
n-
want to do anymore
Because of the
now
phone.
with the phones
Yeah.
And the internet stuff.
and the internet.
Because you went without internet when you were a kid.
Yeah.
You remember no internet. I remember it really
Mhm.
well. So we would do stuff. Yeah, so I guess it'd be a whole different time because I wonder if kids still go. I know our kids did. Our daughters were going to the mall,
Right.
remember, and still hanging out there with their friends and walk around.
Even Andy.
Right. Yeah, Andy did.
Yeah.
Yeah, farther into the reunions, but
They still haven't updated the sex offender registry with his thing. Like you know how they put his work
Right.
address on there. They still haven't even taken that off.
that's
So
right.
it hasn't been updated at all.
So he needs a new address, right? Because where's he work now? Didn't we?
I don't know.
No, we don't know. Oh, he's
I
getting
can't-
paid.
I'm not even
No.
able to find out anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
We know he still does the action,
Yeah, 100%.
no question.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of
Have
money.
you seen some of those stories lately?
Oh yeah.
It's all since he's been out of jail. It's all crime again.
Yeah, all crime again. And some of the things that he says, like disgusting. Like I don't even know how he's allowed to get away
He
with
shouldn't be allowed to say it.
No.
I know.
I know. They don't care.
Who knows if it's even real? Like
It doesn't even matter. No one cares.
And he's just gonna use that page to lure people.
He makes
And
like $1,000 a month on the action page.
must be nice.
I don't understand.
And all of his, if those were real followers, from what I understand, if they were real followers, he'd be making more. But all of his followers are mostly bought and paid for. So
I wonder if he probably paid $1,000.
he was paying money to buy followers not so long ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has to buy followers because that page is
Yeah.
a piece of shit.
Just like
No,
in
no,
the
I-
Action 716 he runs too. So
Right.
I wonder if maybe he hasn't. If he moved all right, it'd be interesting to know if he moved.
Scott's right though. You're supposed to
Yeah, you
have
are.
to check in every 3 months.
Yeah, we see people that go to jail for
Yeah.
it, or get picked up.
I can't even, the only sex offender registry I can look him up on is only one. I think it's
Niagara County Sheriff.
Niagara County Sex. No, I couldn't find, it's this one. Search the official New York State Sex Offender Registry. That's the only one I could look him up on. All the other ones for New York and around
Yeah.
here, you can't look him up on.
That's stupid. Why would
Yeah, he should be on every
He should be
registry
on-
possible.
Yeah.
the Niagara County one, especially the sheriffs?
Well,
I wonder where he. Yeah, I mean,
we all know why he's not on there.
yeah. Anyhow, I guess. Yes.
See if they updated him. It says there's 2 of them,
Oh,
which
there's
is
2 of 'em.
weird.
Yeah.
But no, see, they still have his 17 Court Street, Buffalo Avenue, and then
Yeah.
4217 Ridge Road. I warned his probation officer. I called her and I told her that he is moving and is buying a new house and everything. So
Yeah.
they should have looked into that. And unless he's lying, because I mean, all he has to do is lie to her, and she believes it. So
Right.
she doesn't really.
She probably doesn't even check
No.
because she doesn't give a.
Well, she has to go to his, right? She'd end up, I guess she'd have to see him at his house
Yeah.
if she's doing what she's supposed to. I imagine that's where she'd go. is to his
Right.
home.
And she's not putting that much effort in.
what a
No,
jerk.
she's not.
Well, I mean, because remember what they said. If he violates, look out. It's
And
over.
it's totally okay for him to be around the baby. And
Yeah.
it's totally okay for him to be around the kid that's not his kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I asked,
That one?
I asked her that.
See, that one's even more ridiculous.
She
That
said
one
as
is
long as
really,
the mother is willing.
wow. All right. What if the mother's willing all the time?
Yeah.
Does that mean?
What if he's paying the mother?
No, but what if?
for-
What about any mother?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, could any mother be willing?
Her name is Ashley Kraska. Kraska.
Like, if the neighbor's mother, first of all, how would the mother ever? Like, I'm talking about. Like, I'd love to know. Could a stranger?
I'd like to know how he's going to be able
Be
to go
okay.
to the
Interesting.
hospital when the baby's born and be around a nursery
Others.
with the other kids and stuff, because he's not allowed to be around kids under the age of 18. So how is
Right.
it when the baby's born, is he allowed to go to the hospital and be around all those other kids?
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure she's not going to look into that either. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's it's not as strong. It's not as difficult and hard as they made it
No.
out to be.
It's not.
Remember, that was the thing. Oh, it's going to be so
And if they
difficult.
think that he doesn't have another phone or another computer that he's hiding from them
Right.
and stuff on, like, come on.
Yeah,
And to be honest, let's be honest, it wouldn't take a rocket scientist to find all that.
they found Belter with pornography,
And they let him go.
and he did
Mhm.
not go to
And
prison.
that's the same probation officer as
Yeah.
Nick D'Angelo.
Yeah.
And the same probation, that real strict sex offender probation.
Yeah.
I feel like the probation officer ends up becoming more of a friend to them
Yeah.
than anything.
That's sick.
Mhm. And just another spoke in the wheel of people that aren't going to do anything, but, say, oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he was a lawyer. He
Yeah.
can't be that bad. He's
Yeah.
a good boy. He, had a
Belter,
big future in front of him.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that just says it all, though. That Belter, because it was reported
Yeah.
about the pornography,
He was caught with it and everything.
and they did nothing.
No,
He's supposed to go to prison, allegedly.
That's
what they tell the victims
Yes.
to make it okay.
They make the victims think that he's going to violate probation and he's going to go to jail for 44 years or something like that.
Mhm.
And they believe that. And they think that that's really going to happen. But no, nobody's looking.
No,
It's never happened, I bet.
No.
It never happens.
no,
Especially, well, I shouldn't say that. It might happen to somebody that isn't known.
right.
Nick D'Angelo doesn't give a shit what he does. He was raping and doing stuff to people up until 2 weeks before he went to jail. 2 weeks before he went to jail, he was messaging a girl and he had all the proof and evidence, but offering her money for sex and for videos and everything, offering her $500
Right.
for all of it, knowing that she was a drug addict, trying to take advantage of her because she was a drug addict. I mean, it's disgusting. And he said, "Oh, just because I pled guilty doesn't mean I did it." That's exactly his word. Just because I
Who
pled
would
guilty doesn't
plead
mean
guilty to that crime? I would fight to the
Yeah,
death.
exactly.
They could take everything I
You
have
plead
before
guilty.
I would plead
Right.
guilty.
You plead
to that.
guilty because you're guilty.
Now, his first excuse from 2009 why he didn't want to go to trial was because he didn't want his parents to have to pay any more money. So he pled guilty. Now, what's his excuse why he didn't want to go to trial?
Right.
No,
Now what? He
Yeah.
has enough money.
no.
He could have went to trial.
His excuse is he did it and he got himself a great deal.
Right.
So he knows if he'd went to trial, he's going to prison.
Yeah.
Because what could they do? That's like all this stuff. Like when I talk on Katie's show, they never let her go to trial.
Yeah.
So, so she, you know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
never a chance.
why isn't Katie think given a chance to go to trial? I don't
Yeah.
understand.
They keep throwing out her every time they arrest her. It doesn't exist. Like even her sister. Remember her sister got arrested. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was thrown on the car and everything else.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
Right.
They call it's the case does not exist anymore.
Yeah.
So it's really Wednesday night we'll be on with Katie.
Yeah.
So check her out. She always has a very great show as we try to get justice for Olivia Mason. I think that's it for us guys
Yeah.
tonight. Great show.
Yeah.
Well, real quick update
Yeah.
since we're talking. The guy who broke into my mom's house, something got caught.
Oh, they call.
Oh.
Oh, good. Well, that's good. Glad.
So-
Hey, let me ask you something real quick before we go. The why am I forgetting the name? The person who threw the stuff, your nephew who got hit in the face.
Yeah.
Did that guy ever?
He got arrested,
But they didn't. Put
but
it,
they no, they
They
didn't put
hid
it
it.
up. They hid it. They let him turn himself in.
Mm.
So he turned himself in. He was arrested with
mug shots and everything. I'm sure.
yeah, but you can't find
Can't
it
find
anywhere.
it,
You can't
I
find
know.
it anywhere. I forgot what he was charged with. Something with like was it endangering the welfare of a child? It might have been something like that and something else. Tussle, but no. Shoot.
So that's cool. At least he
Sure.
got that. I just think it should have been
It should have been
public.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why hide the shame?
for sure.
Can you imagine how many other people they're hiding?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Other
know. That
charges
just,
that they don't put up
For
video.
people that didn't stand up like Tessa. and
did he get
Nathan.
fired? I wonder if
No,
he,
I think
he's still doing it, huh? He still worked for the city. I wonder if he still works for the city. Wouldn't that be interesting?
My goodness.
Why not? Who's going to fire him?
Please.
Who's going to fire him in City Hall?
It's a whole bunch of criminals,
No one's firing him in City Hall.
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Well, whatever. Wednesday night, like I said, we'll be on with Katie and Katie Reifert and her brother Kevin, and that's about it.
come on, Tessa, hurry up.
And then Friday I'll be doing the Buffalo. Yeah, if you're in Western New York, the Buffalo Bills show.
Yes.
I'll be doing that with I don't know if Scott Taggart might be back. I know he's off. He had to do some things. So
I'll fill in.
yeah, I'm not even a Bills fan.
Nope.
You realize that, don't you? But I don't mind doing the show.
No, I don't mind either.
I don't mind. I don't mind. It's easier to cover them because we're here
Right.
and we can actually get people that are, that
Okay.
cover them.
Gary Bevilacqua, the city marshal, was charged with harassment in the second degree and endangering the welfare of a child.
Wow.
So for, his stupid clown ass
So no,
stepdaughter to sit there and say he didn't do nothing.
so no coverage though.
No. coverage on it. Gary Bevilacqua was absolutely
And
charged with
The
it.
newspaper
And so did
decided-
he-
He didn't say shit.
Yeah,
Did he have to bail himself out?
they're finding no bail. We don't even know if he had
Probably
bail.
didn't even give him
There's
bail.
no bail. He had to be released on his
They
own.
literally let him.
He's ROR'd for sure.
They literally let him turn himself in.
He
That's
turns
so
something and walks out. That's all that happens. You go in, they take the mug shots, I'm sure, and fingerprints. Did they even do that?
Gary also said that he was going to try to come after me and get me in trouble for threatening him, which I didn't threaten him. Threatened his stepdaughter, something like that. Threatened her, but I didn't threaten him. I mean, I threatened that he was going to lose his job. But
Right. And he should.
yeah,
I'm curious what. Well, yeah, at that point, are you a Giants fan, John? No, I'm a Bears fan. I like the Bears, but it's funny that he didn't get that this isn't in the newspaper because isn't he a city marshal?
well,
Am I
when
wrong?
the newspaper did an article about him,
Yeah.
the newspaper made it look like he was
Yes.
innocent. Like made Gary look like he was innocent. They're like, oh, the baby was fine and stuff when the police arrived. Well, he's a baby. Of course, the baby's going to get over it. And by the time the police came, which was like, what, an hour later,
Right.
he's going to get over it. Like,
The fact that they
But he had a clear
Yeah.
mark on his
and ended
face.
up cutting
And
the inside of his
I
mouth.
was just going to say,
what he did was he abused his power.
yeah.
Because
Literally,
he
well, you're served, asshole.
Yeah,
Wait,
he abused his thing. So you know what? And now he had to pay, but he doesn't really pay because we don't even know what happens.
Because nothing.
We will never know. Well, think about Katie. I'll go back to Katie Reifert real quick. She's been arrested. She was dragged back here on a major, scene from
Yeah.
wherever,
all
New
over
Mexico.
the news.
New Mexico.
Yep.
Then she gets arrested here and thrown in for disorderly conduct. She spends 9 out of 10 days there, but then it's all fake
Yeah.
because the bail is the $100,000 bail was fake.
Right.
It's all fake and it's proven. You can see it. Then you go see Christina gets arrested. And if you go to find it, it's not there. Go call the county, the state, it's not there.
Right.
It's just poof, gone. So they could do that with anything then.
Yeah, okay.
There might be nothing. Nothing may happen.
Oh, nothing will.
Will there be a court? Will there
I
be a
guarantee
trial?
Maybe just like what some people get and other people don't get shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, on that note, we'll get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll be back for episode 209 next week. And who knows what we'll talk about? Because you never know. I never know what the hell's going to happen.
Gail, if you're still watching, I'm stealing your dogs.
She'll probably be happy.
Yeah. All right. So we'll be back next. Anything more? No, we're good. All right, guys. We will be back next week. If any time you guys have out there have any ideas that you want us to speak about, let us know. Send us a message. If you want to be a guest, love to have you because we just send you the link. You do it from home.
Oh, Veronica Versell, Veronica Groff. How does it feel to lose in court twice?
No, it's all right. No, there you go. Robin,
That
any last one?
Fat pig.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah, she's just mad because Nick like super upgraded
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
a fat cow.
Yeah.
And Tessa is a beauty and anybody would be lucky to have her and
And that we can say not allegedly.
Yeah,
So
right.
we're good.
100%.
All right. On that note, let's get out of here. All right. We'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Bye.